Hi all, Kate Weber here again for more talk about the OSLIS Gale databases. Last week we explored a few ways to search in the OSLIS Gale in-context databases. This week we'll delve a little deeper into the in-context databases to examine some of the accessibility tools that are available. So to get to our databases, I'll go through the Phoenix High School Library website and choose OSLIS Gale databases right here. Last time we used the Student Resources in Context database, so we'll stick with that one again this week. But remember that because there are several databases that use the in-context interface, that anything you learn in this one can be used in the others, like Research in Context, U.S. History in Context, and Opposing Viewpoints in Context. So I'll click on my Student Resources in Context, and then I'll do a search up here for Greece. Because it has a topic page, it actually brought me to that topic page. And once I find a resource on here that I want to explore some more, I click on the title. So here is a reference source from the Junior Worldmark Encyclopedia of Nations, and it's an article about Greece, so I'll click on that. There are lots of accessibility features here that might be helpful for your students who struggle with content because of a visual impairment or a reading or language issue, so we're going to explore those here. We'll start at the top of the page with this Listen button. So it can be used really basically. I could just click Listen, and it would start to read the content from the very top for me. And we'll see if you can hear that
Greece.
On the microphone.
Capital, Athens, Athenae. Flag. The national flag consists of 9 horizontal.
So if you could hear that, you can hear that it is a computer voice, but I find it to be a really natural computer voice, and it gets better every year, so it's not that unnatural. So there are some other things we can do here with the Listen button. If I close it and then scroll down, and maybe I just want to have this sentence read to me, then I can highlight that sentence and then click the Listen button again.
Greece is located in southern Europe. It is the southernmost country in the Balkan Peninsula.
So you could see that while it was reading, it was actually highlighting the words. And if I want to change how that appears, I can go to this gear tool up here. That's going to take me to my settings, and I can turn the highlighting off and on. I can change what it highlights. I can change the word color, sentence color, and text color. And then these are the things I really want to show you. The enhanced text visibility I'll show you what that looks like. So we'll turn that on, and then I could also make the reading slower. So I'll close that. We'll hit our play button again.
Greece is located in southern Europe. It is the southernmost country in the Balkan Peninsula.
So there is a little speech thing there, but you see here on our screen that it pops it up really large, and it continues to highlight it here, and it continues to highlight it there. So that's the Listen button. Close that again. The next thing I want to show you is this small a here and large A. And so if I just want to increase the size of the text on the page, I can do it right there, and it just increases what's over here. It's not increasing anything over on the sides. And then to make it smaller again, I hit that small a few times. Next thing I want to show you is the translate function. So you can translate an article by clicking on this button, and you can translate it to any of the languages listed here. It is a machine translation, so it's not going to be perfect, but it will increase the understanding of a student who may read better in a different language. So I could choose, we'll say Spanish, hit translate. And then you'll see here it's all in Spanish, and let me blow your minds.
Grecia está situada en Southern Europe. Es el país más situado más al sur de la península.
So it reads it in the other language as well. And to get back to English, I have to go to Translate again and choose English and translate. So another feature is that if there is a word a student doesn't understand here within the database, they don't actually have to go out and search another dictionary. They can click this More button here, click Dictionary, and search for a word that way, and it's going to give you definitions, and it will also read those definitions for you with that listen button. I'll close that. And then if you have students who just simply read better on paper, there is a button right here to print the resource, and that's going to open it up in a PDF and allow you to print it. And the last thing I want to show you is our reading level. Here is our reading level on this one. You can see it's a green dot. Green means basic. If it's yellow, that means it's an intermediate level, and red is an advanced reading level. So if you saw last week's video, then you know you can search by reading level or Lexile level in the advanced search, which is right here. And the reading levels are down here toward the bottom. So that wraps up this week's lesson about accessibility tools in the in-context databases. Next week will be our last in-context topic, and we'll look at the various ways to save and share the resources you find in the databases, including the ability to save to your Google Drive and to share via Google Classroom if any of you are using those. In the meantime, you can reach out to me with any questions or requests for an in-person OSLIS Gale databases lesson with you or your students. I'm at Kate_Weber, 1B as in boy, at soesd.k12.or.us. Thanks.